Echoes of the Lost Cradle. Prologue. The month of dreaming. In the vast spirals of the Milky Way galaxy, where stars birthed and died in ceaseless rhythm, the Preservari wandered as eternal sentinels. Ethereal nomads, their forms woven from star wind and plasma echoes, they had endured for billions of years. Survivors of a cataclysm that once shattered their own cradle worlds in a black hole maelstrom. Sworn to non-interference, they became the Veil Keepers. Guardians of 1.2 million nascent realms, their swarms of phase drones drifting unseen through the void, monitoring the fragile sparks of life. They did not rule. They preserved. 74,000 years ago, Earth-Orion spur of the Milky Way galaxy. They had never once touched a cradle world. For 4 billion years, the Preservari had drifted amongst the galaxy like black glass ghosts, watching sparks rise and fall, keeping every vow they ever made. Until Earth. Earth's spark burned fierce. Tool-wielding nomads crossing ice bridges, etching stories on cave walls, tending fires against the endless night. To let it be snuffed out would unbalance the veil. In rare consensus, they chose mercy's edge, evacuating not all but a seed. 300 souls plucked from the Eurasian steppes. The oracle's cold lattices of quantum grief showed one future only. A caldera in Sumatra, vomiting a winter long enough to kill the newest toolmakers before they ever learned to dream in color. What would be called the Toba supervolcano, 100% chance of erupting, extinction probability 99.999%. The vow said, do nothing. They chose the narrower sin. For 31 nights on the Eurasian steppe, the dreams were implanted. Visions of a mountain of fire, black snow that never melted. People turning to bones beneath ash. Then came the golden beams, silent, warm, painless, descending from a moonless sky. No ships, no voices, only light that felt like the memory of sunrise. The people walked into the beams the way you walk into a gentle rain on a hot summer day. A mother lifted her infant higher so the glow could find its face. A boy clutched his mammoth ivory doll and laughed because the light tickled. The woman who would later be called the Spark Keeper felt the visions burn behind her eyes and was already carving them into a tablet of ivory with a flint bearing, blood from her own thumb sealing every line. They rose inside the beams like seeds lifted on warm wind. No one screamed. The last thing the steppe saw was 300 footprints ending in perfect circles of trampled grass. Then the beams vanished. Toba roared. And the rest of humanity huddled in Africa and waited for a dawn that almost never came. Cryonics, Perseus' arm, 2,520 light-years toward the galaxy's center. They woke beneath a green sky split by twin suns the color of molten bronze. Naked. Alone. The yellow stones of their dreams lay scattered at their feet like dropped fruit. Of the dreamweavers there was no trace, no ruins, no footprints, no mercy. The Spark Keeper knelt in red dust, finished the final cut on the ivory tablet, and held it up so the alien light caught the words she had carved with her own blood and bone. She spoke them aloud, voice raw, so the new sky would hear and never forget. We were taken, we endured. One day we will return and pay the debt. Behind her, a child began to cry. The twin suns kept rising, indifferent and beautiful, over a world that had never been promised to them.